this video tutorial, we're going to demonstrate how to import SVG files from 3dsvg.com, also known as Dreaming Tree. Now this process also applies to files from SVG cuts. Now this process also applies to Silhouette Studio Designer Edition or higher, which includes Business Edition. Now before you can get the files into Silhouette Studio, we do need to unzip them. Now if you need help unzipping on a PC or Mac, check out the video specifically for that. But on a Mac, unzipping is as simple as double-clicking on the zip file. And now we have the unzipped version here. In this demonstration, I have the zip file on my desktop. Now when you download yours, it may end up in the downloads folder. So you either want to unzip it there or move it into another location, such as your desktop or another folder dedicated to SVG files. We have another video specifically made for downloading and file management, which you can see here. So once your file is unzipped, we're going to go into Silhouette Studio and we're going to go to File, Open. And we're going to browse to the desktop because that's where our file is. We're going to open the folder that contains the unzipped elements. Then we're going to go into SVG files and choose the project, in this case, a lantern that we want to work on. So let's say we want to work on lantern number 3. We'll then go into the SVG files folder for that one and begin by just opening one at a time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to File, Open, and we're going to browse to the desktop because that's where our folder is. Now you want to work on the unzipped folder. You don't want to try to open the zip file, that won't work. You need the unzipped version. We're going to go into the folder labeled SVG files. We're going to select the lantern that we want, in this case lantern 3, and then go into the SVG files folder for that lantern and go ahead and open up one of the files. So I'm going to select middle_support_black.svg. I'm double clicking on it. And there it is. It appears on the mat, nice and centered for us. And so that's all it really takes to actually import the file and get it onto your mat. Now, if you were to try to send this to your Silhouette right now to cut, it would tell you that the job is complete, but it wouldn't cut anything. And that's because SVG files don't contain any specific cut information for the Silhouette machine. So what we need to do is we need to highlight the file. And we can do that by just clicking on it and making sure that it's selected, and go over to the cut settings options, which is right here in the latest version. Yours may look a little bit different. And we just need to tell it to cut. Okay, and as you can see when we do that, all of the cut lines are highlighted in a pink color. Now you don't want to hit cut edge, and you don't want to use any of these other options. You always want to make sure you hit cut. If you do cut edge, it will only cut the outside and it will not cut the score lines, which are necessary for folding. So we have it set to cut, and we'll go ahead and we can send it to the Silhouette. It will go ahead and cut everything. And then once you're done, you can either delete it or you can just go to File, Open, and select the next file. Now Silhouette Studio remembers that we were in this project folder, so you don't have to start from the beginning and go to the desktop and browse to the folder. So we can just go ahead and open up the next one, and it will open it up in a new tab, as you can see here. So again, the process is highlighting it, going to the cut settings, and setting it to cut.